Hey guys, it's Aaron Classic Gamer, and guess what? It's the 1-year anniversary of the Nintendo Switch. We've got our neon green and neon pink Joy-Con there because we are in love with Splatoon. Anyway, it's been a great year, 365 days. Yeah, that's kind of cheesy. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run through all of the actual games, the physical games that we've picked up over the last year for this big bad boy right here. Gotta love the hybrid console. You can play it on the go, you can play it on the TV, and you've got tabletop mode, which you know I love doing those unboxing videos. So let's go ahead and let's get started, and we'll jump into, here's some of the games. Of course, we have the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Came out on the Nintendo Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. Of course, we got both versions because we're crazy like that. So we answer the call. The Shadow of Calamity Ganon rules over the ashes of Hyrule. Craft your survival, defend the legend. And of course that has amiibo support, and we picked up all those amiibos and some of the legacy amiibos. Put probably 85-90 hours into this game. Tons and tons and tons of fun. We were so hooked on it, we picked up a Nintendo Switch magazine. Picked up a couple other magazines that was laying around here somewhere. I lost it. You know how I am. Too many damn games, so little time. Next up, we picked up Super Bomberman. So yeah, we played this game on, I don't know, the Neo Geo, the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, all sorts of stuff over the years, but Bomberman is back and is powered up. This cool game, you can play up to 8-player. You got some free updates on this game that allowed you to play in 60 frames per second instead of 30, but it took a sacrifice. Now it's 720p. That's okay, still looks beautiful, 720p on the portable as well. Pretty cool, awesome party game. Can't go wrong there. Now, of course, we like our twin stick shooters and all that kind of stuff. Well, game that came out not too long before this, I guess a couple years, so it was a while, by Nicholas, was The Binding of Isaac Plus. So this is the definitive version. We actually got this game, I don't know, probably within the first month of the Switch coming out. Had a lot of fun with this. Still play it from time to time. A lot of fun. A lot of little trinkets came with it. Stickers and all sorts of stuff like that. So that was really cool. Of course, we've traded in a few games as we went, picked up some more games. A game that was exclusive to GameStop has been Heroes. You go along with all these heroes that are all washed up, and now you have to take the princess to school. You battle in different lanes. I don't know, it was only 20 bucks at GameStop. You can get it for like $10 now. Still a fun game, tough as nails, because then you have to start over at the beginning of the freaking level every time you die. There's no real save state, so I don't know. Kind of tough. Still play it from from time to time, game by game trust from GameStop. Then another Wii U port, Lego City Undercover. Really cool game, guys. I never played a Lego game, let alone Lego City. Came out on the Wii U first, of course, like we said. Tons and tons of fun, but this is cool. You get to take it on the go. It's kind of like the Grand Theft Auto of Lego games, I guess is how people describe it. I guess it's not graphic or anything like that, but you can drive cars, build different stuff. It's kind of kiddie, but it's a good game. A lot of fun. Helps round out the different games that are on the Nintendo Switch. We had kind of a little bit of a dry period there where we downloaded a lot of games. Like I Am Setsuna is the one that comes to mind. Played the hell out of that game constantly. Probably put about 40 hours into that. That was a really cool JRPG. Then Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out. We did the Mario Kart week where we played all 8 iterations of the Mario Kart game. And then the 9th here, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Tons of fun, guys. Perfect party game. It says jump into the driver's seat with more tracks, modes, and features than ever before. New faces to race with. Duke it out in a new and improved battle mode. There's local play up to 8 players and online play up to 8 players. I don't know, I played a ton of this, probably 15-20 hours. Just a fun game. Colorful, fun. You can use the Joy-Cons and do the motion controls. That's not your thing. You can use, of course, the Pro Controller. Tons of different options there. But check it out, guys. If you haven't picked this up, this is the definitive version of Mario Kart. You're not going to find a better Mario Kart game, or one with more charm for that matter. Lots and lots of fun. We like puzzle games here at Classic Gamer, so we picked up Puyo Tetris, the frantic 4-player puzzle mashup. This was out in Japan, I don't know, a year or so before even the Switch came out. It was ported over to the Nintendo Switch. Came out about a month earlier for them. Played the demo on the channel. A lot of fun. It says the ultimate puzzle showdown. Of course, Puyo. A lot of people don't know a lot about that. Sega had this on the Sega Genesis. It was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Green Machine. But anyway, it mashes up both of the puzzle greats to make probably the best puzzle game I've ever played. Really, really cool, guys. Colorful graphics, lots of fun. Good party game, online component, tons of fun. And then, of course, there hasn't been a whole lot of fighting games on Nintendo Switch, and now we know that there's going to be the Street Fighter Anthology that's going to have all the Street Fighter games on it. But we got Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, the definitive version of Street Fighter 2. Really, really cool, updated, kind of, I don't know, the graphics aren't totally updated, but they do look better. Kind of a port that was out several years back, but they've kind of spruced it up and added Way of the Hadoken. I don't know. I didn't care for that, but the online play was really good. And of course, you know, there was the NES 30 arcade stick that we picked up to play this game. Lots of fun, tons of time in here playing against Hot7. He is the master of this game. Anyway, it was a well-needed game to help round out. I keep saying that for the Nintendo Switch because there's a lot of platformers, a lot of cutesy games, not a whole lot of fighters, and this is a classic, doesn't get any better. Of course, Street Fighter 2 is the most legendary of the series, and this is the best iteration, so you should pick it up. Definitely play that with a Pro Controller, at least, if not an arcade stick. And of course, there is the Rap 5 by Hori. That's come out, and I think that's probably the best arcade stick for it. But just play the game, have some fun, guys. It's a really good game. To keep along with the fighting theme, we had a brand new IP from Nintendo in quite some time, ARMS, where you can use the Joy-Cons, you can punch one way or the other. You can also use the Pro Controller. That's what I did to beat the game. Tons of fun. It says, extend your arms and compete in an all-new fighting sport. Take control using the thumbs up grip. So you hold the Joy-Cons like this and punch. I don't know. It was kind of weird, kind of different. It has a little bit of strategy to it. There was a bunch of updates through the summer and the fall for it. I don't know. It's a fun game, guys. I mean, is it worth $60? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's weird. It's quirky. It's Nintendo. You gotta love Nintendo. Can't go wrong with the new IPs. And speaking of, the last new IP they had was Splatoon on the Wii U. A great game. I played that game probably 70, 80 hours, I don't know, but what's even better is Splatoon 2. This game you can play at portable tabletop mode. Totally do everything you ever wanted to do on the Wii U, but now on the go. Very colorful. A shooter, you're on 4x4 teams, 4 versus 4 teams. There's battle modes, there's a nice campaign. People say it's just a little bit of an update to Splatoon 1, and it is, but it refines and makes everything better from the series. So, and I went all out, you know what, we got the case, the Splatoon 2 case that's over on the other side of the camera, and I'm not going to ruin the shot for it. We got the Pro Joy-Con Joy Grip there. So that was kind of cool, and of course, you know, we ended up getting the Joy-Cons for the actual, Nintendo Switch. So, and of course, those plug into the not the Pro Controller, geez, the Joy-Con grip. But anyway, this has to be in the top 5 best Nintendo Switch games that are out last year. Probably going to be ever. Tons of fun. I know some friends of mine on YouTube don't really like this. It's kind of cutesy, but you got to play it. You got to try it. This game is legendary. The series is awesome. Trust me, if you play it for more than 5 minutes, you're going to become addicted. Enough of that. I could talk about that game forever. Another game. We picked up Payday Stella, the Umbral Star. This is kind of like Hyrule Warriors, kind of. It's an old Japanese anime. Tons of fun. Lots of action. A really deep storyline I don't totally understand because I didn't get totally into the anime, but I know enough about it to be dangerous. Watched a few of the anime to kind of catch up. This is by Marvelous Entertainment. Anyway, just a fun game, guys. If you like Japanese anime, if you like good storytelling, really fun, hand-drawn, kind of quality graphics, hundreds of enemies on the screen, humongous battles, it's a great game. You should play it. And then here's another Wii U port. Rayman Legends is the definitive version. You like platformers, guys? We were waiting on, Mario at this time. This came out in the summer. So picked up Rayman Legends. I put, I don't know, probably about 10 hours in this game. Nowhere close to finishing it. Tons of fun. The game is colorful, fast action, 60 frames a second. It's just frantic Rayman fun. It's a little zoomed out, more than what you would remember the PlayStation game being. Or I guess the Atari Jaguar, because it was on there first. Haha. Little Aaron Classic Gamer fact there for you. But, you know, just taking this game on the go and just enjoying it and having a ton of fun with it. I've never played it and been bored by it. I ended up playing it for an hour or two and I put it away. I ended up playing Mario or Splatoon 2, Zelda, whatever, and I come back to it. Just a very fun game. Every game that I picked up for this system, I have to say, is quite enjoyable. Another big heavy hitter would be Super Mario Odyssey. It's got tons of nostalgia in there from all of the Mario series. You could say that this is, you know, a follow-up to kind of, you know, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. It's a free open world kind of thing, going to different worlds instead of jumping into the paintings. But, you know, Peach and Bowser are running off here, and here's the amiibos, and they're going to get married, and you've got to save her again, and I know, it's kind of quirky and weird, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. People argue, is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey better? Well, I don't know. It's kind of a tie. For me personally, I played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild a little more. That game is legendary to me. It is probably the best game I've ever played. But top 5 easy will be Super Mario Odyssey. I had just as much fun with this as I did probably Splatoon 2. I can't say a bad thing about this game. There's so many retro things involved in this. Just tons of fun, guys. Again, another great game from Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. What a great platform, what a great year. And, you know, we were just heating up here. Tons more fun games. Sonic made its return on the Nintendo Switch and, you know, other platforms, but who gives a damn about that? We're talking about the Nintendo Switch. And of course, we all know about Sonic Forces, and everybody's like, ah, it's not the greatest game ever. Well, guys, it was $40. It's a great game. It's worth that. You only get 5-6 hours of actual gameplay the first time through, but you can play it again. You build your own characters. You customize your own characters. Tons and tons and tons of fun, guys. And, of course, you know, they come out with the new 2D Sonic this year, Sonic Mania. And that came out about a month or two before Sonic Forces. This game, I mean, you've got Metal Mario in here. You've got Shadow the Hedgehog. You've got a new villain. You know, you've got evil Dr. Eggman. I still want to say Robotnik. Ah, good old Dreamcast, I remember it. You've got classic Sonic, you know, 2D Sonic. You've got 3D Sonic. Lots of fun here, guys. It is a good game. Would I pay $40 for it again? Hell yeah, I would. Comes with skins for your Joy-Con controllers there. Pretty cool, though. Just great graphics, a lot of fun, very crisp. You should pick it up. To grab another game that's a little less known, I guess, is Axiom Birds by Badland. It's a port to the system. You know, it's just one of the little indie developers. It's a 16-bit style game, 8-bit, 16-bit. It's a shooter, Metroidvania style game. Again, a lot of fun. A little weird game. I never thought that I would enjoy this so much. Then I just kind of picked it up on a whim because I wanted something else to play, because I've been beating everything I've been buying. And hell yeah, picked it up. It's been fun. The indie scene on the Nintendo Switch, both physical and downloadable, is amazing. There's so many games, hundreds and hundreds of games for the Nintendo Switch. What a great platform. Had no idea that the library of the Nintendo Switch would mature and blossom so fully just in 1 year. Another indie game, we've got Tiny Barbarian DX. Again, this is by Nicholas, you know, the people that came out with Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. It's a neo-classic sword and sorcery 2D Force game. And again, the games by Nicholas come with all sorts of stuff. You got like the Crown Royal bag with the keychain and the full collar manual for each of these indie games. Really cool. They bring back the nostalgia factor of gaming. You know, it's 2D. You know, it probably didn't cost a whole hell of a lot to make the game for them, but they go the extra mile and they put in all the freebies and the extras and the collar manual. It's just really cool. Really, really cool. Now on to a game that I'm still spending a ton of time with, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Of course, we played Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U. A masterpiece, beautiful game. This game skews a little bit different from there. You could argue that this game is a little deeper than the last game. Maybe a hair. people complain about the graphics. This is by Monolith, you know, published by Nintendo. So I guess it's second party. People say the Wii U game is a little sharper, but then again, it doesn't have to be portable and it doesn't have to be in tabletop mode. And this game plays flawlessly in both. Do you get a little frame hiccups? Hell yeah, you do. But do you have the most immersive, probably, JRPG game of this generation thus far? Yeah, you do. This game is beautiful, tons of fun. I've got probably 35, 40 hours into the game and I'm probably halfway through. I've only played 2 RPGs on the Nintendo Switch. Both have been JRPGs. One classic, which was I Am Setsuna. I can't wait to dive into the unofficial sequel, Lost Sphere, which is also download only in the West. Probably going to have to import that game from Japan. But then we played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and we've never stopped. Came out in December, great game, can't get enough of it. Just finding enough time to play it and explore and all the side quests and the giant monsters and the titans that you're on. The world is expansive and amazing. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. We're getting towards the bottom of the collection here. Another port, we've got Pokken Tournament DX. Don't have a whole lot of time involved in this. I did not pick this up on the Wii U, but I did pick it up on, obviously, the Nintendo Switch, and it is a lot of fun. I was a big Pokemon guy way back, you know, when Red, Blue, and Yellow came out for the Game Boy, and then later Silver and Gold for the Game Boy Color. Tons and tons and tons of fun. This is a fighting game. It's actually kind of a deep fighting game. You know, here's some more beautiful art here. Very colorful game. A limited number of Pokemon. I wish there were more Pokemon that you were able to play as. But the gameplay is fast. There's a really cool online element to the game. And it doesn't really get boring, that's for sure. Doesn't get bored. The game doesn't get bored. You know what the hell I meant. The game doesn't get boring. Gotta love Pikachu, Charizard, Mewtwo, all the cool classics are there, plus all sorts of new Pokemon, expanding all across the Pokemon universe. So, yet again, guys, like I say, another game you got to play. And we got Snipper Clips Plus, Cut It Out Together. This game, I think, was $20 or $30, I can't remember. Good party game. You're 2 different, you know, characters, and you've got your Joy-Cons, and you rotate them using the motion controls, and you cut little pieces and try to do different things, like you'll press an eraser and a ball will drop and you have to find a way to put it inside of a basket. I don't know. It's weird. It's Japanese fun. Another game published by Nintendo. Came out right around launch, if not on launch day, if I remember, alongside Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Tons of fun, guys. You wouldn't think it is. Just like you would think that, you know, Splatoon is cutesy, or the art style Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is kind of, you know, dated, and you know, with the cell shaded kind of stuff. It isn't. It's beautiful. Nintendo knows what the hell they're doing, guys. What a great year. What a fun game, party game to add to the fun there. Not a whole lot of stuff come out recently that I picked up. I've been downloading a lot of different titles. Here's one we got not too long ago. We got the Resident Evil Revelations collection. It's Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. Again, to broaden the palette of all the games on the Nintendo Switch, you've now got your survival horror. They've updated the graphics on them. They do look and sound amazing. You put the surround sound headphones on, and this game is still horrifying. Revelations 2, more so than Revelations 1. A little hokey kind of humor in Revelations 1, but 2 is just scary as hell. Fun game. Can't wait to delve a little bit deeper in it. Probably got 5-10 hours. Gonna have to play a whole hell of a lot more. Just picked up the other day Payday II. Picked it up on launch day. Kind of hard to find. I think they did kind of a little bit of a limited release. I know there's a lot of downloading going on now that wasn't going on even, I don't know, say a couple years ago in gaming, but the downloadable titles, that has become a huge part of gaming, and this definitely shows it's on the top, you know, 15 of the downloads. But you can't find this game anywhere. Best Buy was out, Target was out, Walmart was out, had to go all the way to Toys R Us. Thankfully, nobody goes there anymore. I didn't mean it that way. I like Toys R Us too as much as the next guy, especially when you're hunting for amiibos. That's right, they've got your amiibo hookup. But they had this, and it's fun. You've got the first-person shooter game. I know you've got Doom already. But, you know, Doom, I've got it on the PC. I've got the definitive version. It would be fun to play it portable, so maybe one day. But Payday 2, you get your first-person shooter. You're picking locks, blowing holes in doors, doing heists, bank heists, and robbing this and robbing that. what a fun game. Came out originally in 2013. This has got all the masks and the guns and the, I don't know, all sorts of stuff you can do and raise hell to make millions and millions of dollars in all these heists. So everything you like doing in Grand Theft Auto 5, well, you can do the heists and stuff at a little more detail, I guess is the best way to put it. But it's in first-person perspective. Never played this a whole lot, played the demo on PC. I'm glad I waited, because it's really fun. I've been playing this game portably. But that's the end of my library. Of course, our go-to controller is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's a thing of beauty. Nice hand grips, dual analog sticks, nice big buttons. They did away with the 2 buttons on the Switch Pro pad up at the top. They were okay, but it wasn't as comfortable. This is comfortable. You got your plus and minus in your home and your capture button. You can hold down the capture button on a lot of Nintendo games. Record 30 seconds of gameplay. Hit the capture button, take a picture. A lot of cool features. And of course, what I picked up the other day, the SNES 30 Pro Bluetooth gamepad by 8-Bit Dough. This is kind of my go-to for like 2D fighters, you know, playing my King of Fighters games and, you know, the Neo Geo ports and all that kind of stuff. And I play it a lot playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with this. It's just comfortable, dual analog stick. I know it's not official, but it works on a Nintendo Switch and it is a fun gamepad, guys. Like I said, what a fun collection. We've got tons of titles on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not going to go through them all in great detail or anything. Just, you know, I've got a decent collection of games now. This is the largest collection I've had at this point in a library of any console. The hits just keep on coming. What a great year. First year for the Nintendo Switch. Happy birthday. It's March 3rd. It's been out 1 full year. Anyway, guys, pick up a Nintendo Switch if you already haven't. And as always, what you gonna do, brother, when Aaron Classic Gamer and the Nintendo Switch run wild on you? Peace. Happy gaming, guys. Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.